Welcome. May the Force be with you. Welcome to Star Wars Month here in the Cross and Kin Garage. You can see that we love Star Wars and we're celebrating Star Wars Month all month long here in the Cross and Kin Garage with not one, not two, but four videos this month just to celebrate all things Star Wars. It's one of our favorite franchises
Absolutely.
after James Bond, but it's one of our favorite franchises and we want to celebrate it by wishing you a happy Star Wars month and welcome you to a special edition of our sorting series.
All right, for those of you who don't know what the sorting series is, we take the Hogwarts style sorting from Harry Potter and we apply it to pretty much any group of characters that we want. In this case, if you can't tell by the lovely shirts we're wearing, we are going to be sorting the Bad Batch.
Yeah, and you can notice we're sans hat today because we've got
We've
Captain
got
Rex
Captain
with
Rex.
us hanging out.
He
But
prefers Rex to the hat.
by the way, I'm Randy
I'm Kristen.
and this is Crossing Kin. Welcome to sorting.
All right.
The Bad Batch version.
We're very excited. If you guys weren't here for our last two Star Wars months, you might not be aware we're kind of big fans of the Bad Batch.
We love the Bad Batch.
We're very big fans of the Bad Batch. It's Star Wars' A-team.
I think it would. I think we've mentioned Maul being something that's kind of rebooting and re-energizing. I think it probably started
with
with
the Bad
Bad
Batch. The animation alone on the Bad Batch makes it,
and the character development is just
Yeah.
absolutely incredible.
all the characters are
Salute Filoni.
all the characters are distinct. All the characters have their own personalities. Everybody is just chef's
And
kiss.
as normal, in our sorting videos, I have my handy dandy cheat sheet, and so I know which houses and what their characteristics are. Perhaps you need a reminder. Kristen, can you give that for us?
The houses are Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin. Each of them have their own traits which they value. Now, I'm making one thing very, very clear because this is something we've kind of gotten off on in our other sorting videos before.
I'm scared.
Just because a character has all of the traits of all the houses, like a specific trait from Slytherin and a specific trait from Hufflepuff, if their character displays more of a trait, that is the house they're going in. Follow Hermione. Hermione's very intelligent. Hermione's very clever. Most people would say that would put her in Ravenclaw, but she is very much a true Gryffindor for her bravery, her courage, her nerve, all of that, and her stubbornness, because stubbornness is a trait of Gryffindor. So just keep that in mind as we're going through. Just because let's be honest, this is the Bad Batch. They are a military team. Every single one of them has courage, bravery, chivalry, daring. Like, all of them could be classified as Gryffindors just on their military prowess. But they are all very unique individuals, and I believe they will all go into different houses.
As Kristen said, we have a difficulty sometimes sorting because the characters throughout Star Wars or any of the other franchises that we've sorted into these Harry Potter houses, they all have characteristics that go across the board. They could be all of the houses. But as you saw in Harry Potter, and as Kristen so eloquently displayed with her example of Hermione, the character's got to go somewhere. They can't be in all four. That's not allowed. J.K. Rowling didn't write it that way. So we're not going to portray it that way. So, Kristen, who's our first character? And let me be thinking about what house they go into.
Our first character is Hunter. He is the leader of the Bad Batch. His unique, I don't know, I call them their superpowers, but they're not really superpowers. They're just enhanced aspects of them, is that he can, track things. Also, he's just really good at hand-to-hand combat, which is not something we see a lot with the clones. He's very Rambo-esque.
That's true. Yeah.
So,
you can draw the comparisons even down to the way he's dressed.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was by design.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think that was by design. But
he is the Rambo of the bunch. That's
yes,
cool.
But unlike Rambo, he never worked solo, and he is very much the group dad. So,
well, he's the commander of the team. to begin
Then
with.
Omega shows up and he becomes dad.
Anyway,
Anyway, but we'll talk about Omega in a minute. Hunter, and voiced by D. Bradley Baker, if I didn't say that at the outset. Hunter. 3, 2, 1. Gryffindor.
Slytherin.
What?
Yep.
Where?
Slytherin.
Where?
Cunning.
Where?
Cunning. Resourcefulness. Self-preservation. He
He
has to,
preservation
as the leader. No,
instincts.
no, no, no. Self-preservation by the means of his team. He is the leader of the team. So his self-preservation, his interior self-preservation is motivated to being the team's self-preservation. He has a pride, not an issue. Pride in this case, not being a bad thing, because as a leader, there is some semblance of pride that you have to have. Slytherin.
This man nearly dies about 50 times for Omega. He, like I said, he is, yes, he's the team leader, but he does that by being abundantly protective, and that is also a Gryffindor trait. See Harry protecting Neville when he never had to. Um, Nerve, yes, out the wazoo. He takes on a completely unknown to him in Cad Bane when Cad Bane is trying to kidnap Omega. He loses because it's Cad Bane, but still. Gryffindor. Gryffindor. Please break this tie down in the comments. I cannot believe you said Slytherin for Hunter.
Well, you told me one time Slytherin's not necessarily a bad
It's not
thing.
Thing, but I don't think it applies to Hunter.
I think it has to apply to Hunter, or else they don't survive season 1.
All right, y'all break the tie down in the comments.
Let us know what you think.
All right, up next we have Tech, also voiced by D. Bradley Baker. Tech is, as his name would suggest, the gadget guy of the Bad Batch. He's the one that often makes the plan. He's the one that keeps the list of their plan. Tech is also the king of sass.
Okay, so what house does he belong in?
3, 2, 1.
Ravenclaw.
Yeah, there's nowhere else Tech could go. His intelligence, he's exceedingly clever, but he is also very eccentric. He's just so eccentric in the way he thinks. Like, he's the smart guy, yeah, but he has different routes of being the smart guy.
I think there's an argument to be made that he could be in Hufflepuff, but it's obvious that
self-sacrifice, that's a loyalty
Exactly,
thing, but
yeah.
Ravenclaw, I think, is where his biggest traits shine through.
That's kind of an easy one.
Yeah, Tech was the gimme.
Yeah.
All right, up next we have Crosshair, also voiced by D. Bradley Baker.
I sense a trend developing.
D. Bradley Baker voices all of the clones in Star Wars, including every single member of the Bad Batch.
Salute to reinventing yourself a gazillion times.
There is not a single clone in the Clone Wars animated Star Wars universe
that has the same.
That was not voiced by D. Bradley
That's
Baker.
Incredible. Yeah.
He is a stellar
He needs an Oscar for voice acting.
At least an Emmy.
Yeah,
bare
without
minimum.
doubt.
So, but yeah. Up next, we have Crosshair. He is the group sniper.
Okay.
He's also the one that turns to the dark side and has the great redemption story throughout the entire series.
That really helps that last season.
Man, his redemption. Him being back really helps. And I love him being back. And his tension with Hunter, like, Hunter's group dad, Crosshair is definitely the group uncle.
Crazy uncle.
Not crazy, just surly. He's the surly uncle.
That's fair.
He's the surly uncle.
He's the Walter of the bunch.
I don't know what that means.
If you know Jeff Dunham.
I don't know what that means.
Walter.
Oh, yes I do. Yes I do. The grumpy old man puppet.
Yeah.
Okay, got there.
Yep. The Joe Biden looking puppet. Tell us, Kristen, where shall we put Crosshair?
3, 2, 1.
Slytherin. Another gimme. I mean, that's just...
And again, this isn't a dig at Slytherin. This isn't one of those all bad guys go to Slytherin. He gets a Draco Malfoy-style redemption arc. Draco gets somewhat redeemed in the books.
I understand.
But yes, he has pride, and his pride becomes his fall, but he learns from that, and he is able to again take pride in his skill as a sniper because he gets rid of Hemlock for us.
I also would like to see him in some of the other tales that we have coming down the pike.
Yeah.
I don't know that you need to do all of the Bad Batch, but obviously Omega and Crosshair,
Maybe have Omega have a check-in with Uncle Crosshair.
something. I mean, she could check in with all of them for that
Yeah.
matter,
Just
because
via video
yeah,
call, something like that. But yeah, his ambition to be team leader. Again, these are kind of portrayed as negative, but I think they become positive by the end of the show.
by the end of Bad Batch,
By
yeah,
the end of the Bad Batch, he's definitely resourceful because now he's rocking with one hand and he's
right,
still able to be a great sniper.
yep.
And again, one hand, but he's got a great self-preservation instinct. So yeah, Slytherin all the way for Crosshair. All right, up next we have Wrecker. I love Wrecker. He's
But
the
you love them all,
I
Kristen. You
adore
do.
them.
There is an affinity
Hmm.
towards Wrecker because he is he's the teddy bear.
He's a teddy bear.
He's the teddy bear.
He's a
Yeah.
giant. He's built like a linebacker, but he is the softest boy. He is the sweetest character because all he wants is for his brothers to get along and to protect baby sis. He gives a bear hug to Captain Rex with Omega going, I thought we didn't like the Regs. And he goes, this one we like, while he's still holding
We can't
Rex
say enough.
in
Go
the
watch the Bad Batch. I mean, you just got a scene here, but to get it in its original
context.
form, full context, go watch the Bad Batch. Don't
I
rely
love
on Crossing Kin to give you the melodrama that is the Bad Batch.
Wrecker gives me joy,
I,
but
I,
where to
I
put
think he is
him?
meant. I know where I'm putting him.
3, 2, 1. Hufflepuff.
Gryffindor.
Okay, I don't disagree. I don't disagree. My reasoning for Hufflepuff, again, the tenderness he shows with Omega, he builds her a room. He
Wait a
sits.
minute. I'm sorry. I got confused. I agree
Oh,
with
you
you.
agree with Hufflepuff?
100%. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Dad's officially switching his vote to Hufflepuff.
Turn the lever.
um, But yeah, he builds Omega a room. He's always looking out for her. He's so very sweet with her. But he's not one of these guys that is. He's loud, but he's not loud because he wants attention. He's loud because that's just the way he
And
is.
he never asserts any designs on wanting to be the authority figure.
Oh, absolutely
He
not.
understands his place.
Hmm.
And to me, Hufflepuff understands the place, and
Hmm.
that's not
It's
again,
a
that's
team
not a
player.
negative either.
This is the team player
But
house.
that is the design by which they become a great character,
Hmm.
is understanding where they fit in the overall narrative and how that character, excuse me, that character can enhance the story. They did a really really nice job with Wrecker.
The scariest thing in the world is when a Hufflepuff goes dark, and Wrecker being the one to succumb to the inhibitor chip
Yeah,
is the scariest and saddest, next to Tech's death, scene in the show because we have Big Brother Teddy Bear Wrecker chasing little Omega, and she's heartbroken about it, and we are heartbroken along with her because that's not supposed to happen to the Hufflepuff.
yeah, that's perfect house for him.
Yes,
Wrecker's one of
absolutely.
those beloved characters. I mean, again, I can't say enough. Bad Batch is one, if not the top favorite animated
Mm.
shows in the Star Wars canon and
Absolutely.
universe
I
for
think it was
us.
number 2 when we ranked them because
Behind
Rebels.
Rebels,
Mhm.
behind Rebels,
Because
just
Rebels.
because Rebels propelled the
Yeah.
storyline further.
We wouldn't have Bad Batch without Rebels.
Correct.
We
Yep.
we wouldn't have a lot of what we have without Rebels. So those of you who drag Rebels, please stop that.
Yeah.
All right, 2 more. Up next we have Echo, again voiced by D. Bradley Baker. And okay, Echo is the one I say carryover, but that's not exactly true because Rex shows up a few times, but he's the main cast carrier over. Like he's the spinoff, he's the character that got spun off, if that makes sense. That was a character believed to be dead in Clone Wars. Dave Filoni said no and brought him back. Unfortunately, Echo had been very, very tortured and is now basically part android or droid, just part
Yeah.
droid.
Just part Jordan.
He's got like a little R2 hand, which I mean he rocks with. Like he does not let his prosthetics hold him back for a minute. He actually kind of owns it.
But there is there's not a Terminator
Oh
viability
no.
about him.
Never.
His humanity was
Oh
maintained,
yeah.
even though a good chunk of him is now droid.
Yes.
So
He is still very much the thing is, he's still very much Echo. Like, that's what I love. Even though he's been through all this, he's still Echo. He's still like, here's the job. Let's get the job done. Boys, why are you like this? He's the group mom. Like, I know that sounds ridiculous, but he is definitely the group mom because he's trying to keep them in line, keep them alive, get them from point A to point B, and then Hunter and Crosshair are over here fighting, and as they're making up, he's like, good, there's not even blood this time. Job, guys! That's more healthy!
So where do we put him?
Oh, he's actually, I think, the hardest one because this sounds mean to the others, but unlike the others, he wasn't pulled out of an A team stereotype.
Yeah.
So, because he was a pre-existing character, so
I
he
know where
was a
I'm
little
going
bit
with him.
hard. I think I know where I want him to. 3, 2, 1,
Ravenclaw.
Gryffindor. Ooh, I that. I
Yeah.
have to have Echo in my house.
Yeah, Ravenclaw. I think because of some of the modifications,
hmm It made him more
it
creative
made him
in
more creative.
his thinking.
Certainly eccentric.
Yep, and
Okay.
individual. He is
Without doubt.
he when Fives died, he took up the mantra of "We are individuals."
He also, because of his humanity,
hmm
maintains his wit and wisdom.
Very much so.
So
I agree. You know what? Flip my thing
flip
too.
the lever for Kristen. You saw it here first, folks. This is a momentous opportunity for sorting videos at
This is the
Crossing
first time
10.
you've made me
We've
switch.
never switched. Usually we're digging in like Bad Batch guys, and it's just this one, we both switched.
You know what?
It's Star Wars month. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Okay.
Last but definitely not least, we have Omega, played by Michelle Ong.
Wait a minute. This wasn't played by Dee Bradley Baker?
No, she's a female, so she has a voice.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah, so Omega was kind of the biggest unknown going into Bad Batch. Everybody
it was a new character.
Completely new.
Completely new
never
character.
We didn't see her in the spin-off episode.
That never showed up in Clone Wars.
Mhm.
And I don't know that they really fleshed her out enough about what was causing her to be unique.
Yeah.
That Hemlock wanted her so badly.
Well, I mean, other than her being the only girl and possibly
True that. Possibly the last clone.
The way they explained it was unlike a lot of the other clones, she was the last direct pull from Jango's DNA.
Gotcha.
Like, basically the way they described it was they used the very last chunks of Jango's perfect form DNA to make her. So her and Boba are the only two pure Jango clones left in the world in Star Wars at this point in time.
I think it'd be. We talked a little bit about it in a different Star Wars episode. I think it'd be different to see who all shows up in the Mando and Grogu movie because
love to see Omega.
Omega just as a cameo. Omega as a cameo. Boba Fett as a cameo.
That she was sailing off
to go join the rebellion.
Yeah,
exactly.
So unless which so help me, Filoni, if you do this, unless she was one of the unfortunate pilots, because that's what she said she was going to go be, unless she was one of the unfortunate rogue or reds or whatever that got boomed, which no, but she needs to show up in Ahsoka season 2.
Okay,
is what needs to happen.
Yeah,
she needs to be with Rex, Hera, and Ezra. Especially since she knows Hera. She and Hera are friends.
That's true.
Hera and Chopper make an appearance in Bad Batch.
Right.
Season
so there's some relational things. Yes, there were some relational things that we want to see more. We'd love to see another season of Bad Batch, but we really need to understand why Hemlock was after her so hot and heavy.
Being force sensitive.
Right, yes.
Mostly because she was with those force-sensitive kids. Ventress told us she wasn't, but we all kind of assumed she was lying because...
She's Ventress.
Well, Ventress was trying to keep her safe. This was good guy version of Ventress.
Understood.
Which, again, thrilled Ventress got that redemption arc. But, so yeah, Omega, where do we put you, my dear? I think I know.
I do too.
3, 2, 1,
Hufflepuff.
Ravenclaw. I'm not mad about that, but I still think Ravenclaw, just because she becomes such a good planner in season 3.
I agree. Because she starts.
She takes lead of the force sensitive kids and starts. And
that's fair. I'm not going to change, but I tend to agree. But because
the loyalty and the kindness and the humility
based over the 3 seasons, I think she fits better in Hufflepuff with tendencies towards Ravenclaw.
And I'm the reverse. I'm Ravenclaw with the tendencies
Yeah.
towards Hufflepuff.
Like we said on the outset, these characters could fit. At least some characteristic could go in all these
anywhere.
houses. So, where would you put
The
the
Bad
Bad
Batch.
Batch in Harry Potter world? Where would
Oh
you
my
put
gosh, can you
them?
actually imagine Wrecker at Hogwarts?
We have a sort of wrecker. It's
It
Hagrid.
doesn't count.
So, I mean, think about it.
I take that back 100%.
Think about it. Yeah.
Violent than Hagrid, but
Because he's a warrior.
get
I mean,
Hagrid riled up, and I bet you Hagrid could throw down with him.
anyway,
Oh, they would
I
be
think
such
this has
good
been an
friends.
excellent exercise with one of our favorite,
Oh yeah,
Filoni verse Star Wars.
Star Wars animation.
It's just incredible. We cannot say enough about the Bad Batch because it is just it's great. It really does. It does what so many things in Star Wars need to do by bridging gaps between the major motion pictures, but it also forwards such an incredible narrative and storyline from these richly developed characters. It's just a great. If you've not seen The Bad Batch, go
It's on
watch
Disney
Bad
Plus.
Batch. Yeah,
All
and
3
you probably want to
seasons.
watch Rebels too because there's some overplay like Kristen
Yeah.
alluded to a little earlier.
You won't get as excited about some of the stuff in Bad Batch if you've not seen Rebels first. Like, I know this sounds weird. Watch Rebels first, at least a few episodes, so that you know the characters, and then go and watch Bad Batch, just to kind of that way you can be like, hey, because that's what all of us were like when some of the Rebels references happened.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean that's sorting of a Star Wars nature here, coming to you from the Crossing King Garage.
Again, break our hunter tie down in the comments below. Let us know if there's another group in Star Wars. Last year we did the Rebels cast sorting. This year we did Bad Batch. Let us know if there's another group in Star Wars that you guys want us to sort, and we will consider it for next year's Star Wars.
Skeleton Crew?
Well, I mean, they are kids.
You could never tell what might happen during
We'd have
Star
to
Wars
rewatch that.
without doubt. But that's it for sorting here in Star Wars month here from the Crossing King Garage. We hope that you have enjoyed this. Again, make sure that you comment. Make sure that you like. Make sure you tell your friends and family. Make sure you join us every week at the Crossing King Garage where everyone is family.
And we will be, like Dad said, we'll be back with you next week for another Star Wars Month episode.
The best is yet to come. We welcome you from a garage far, far away.
Bye.
Bye.